Have you ever wondered what's the difference between a hotel unit and a residential unit? In this video, I'm going to break it down. My name is Benjamin Anoma, and I want to take time to explain the difference between a hotel unit and a residential unit. Before you buy a property, you should be able to understand what are you buying for. Is it a hotel unit or a residential unit? Because mixing up these two can cost you money, it can cost you your peace of mind. So you need to understand what you're buying. First of all, let's start with hotel apartment. What are they? So hotel units are usually furnished units which is often located in buildings which are managed by a hotel brand. And in a hotel unit is run by like a hotel as the name implies, which means you have all the perks that comes with a hotel, like the housekeeping, you have the concierge, you have the valet parking, sometimes you also have supermarkets and spa in this hotel. So usually it is sold to investors on freehold basis. So when you buy into it, the hotel pool manages it. They are the one that is responsible for renting it out, right? And these units are designed for short-term stays. It's not for long-term because it's designed for visitors, right? Tourists, business travelers, basically for short-term stays, right? So what are the ups and the downs of a hotel unit? Number one is passive income, and number two, it is zero headache for you. What are the downside for hotel apartment? For downside, the fact that the hotel manages it means that you have less control over it. Secondly, also the income is shared because the hotel manages it, so you have to share the income with the hotel. On the third one, you have the maintenance. It has a higher maintenance cost as compared to residential building. And then the fourth one is if you decide maybe at some point you want to use it for yourself, it's not designed for that, so you cannot use it for personal use. Okay, so these are the ups and the downside of a hotel apartment. Residential apartment are apartments can come in different form. It can be a flat, even a flat you have, it can be a studio, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, or it can be a villa, a townhouse, whatever you have. And these units are designed for long stays. It can be for you or yourself, or it can be for renting it out on a longer basis. So these units usually are located in residential buildings, and they are designed for long-term stays. So when you buy into a residential apartment, you can decide to live in the apartment yourself, or you can decide to rent it out to a tenant on a long-term basis. And what is the upside for residential unit? First of all, you can use it for personal use. If you want to, for yourself or for your family, you can stay there as long as you want. Secondly, also, you keep all the income for yourself. There's no other management. You manage it yourself, and you have to, because you manage it yourself, you don't have to share the rent with anyone. So you have the full rent to yourself, and you can rent it for a long-term basis. And then also it has a faster resale. This is the third upside on it. If you decide to resell it at some point in time later on, it is faster to resell than a hotel unit. Okay, so also on the fourth one, like I mentioned, three upside to it. The fourth one is that it has a lower maintenance cost. Okay, it has a lower maintenance cost as compared to a hotel apartment. What are the downside of it? Very hard, like you have to be ready to be involved in the management. So those are the ups and the downside for a residential unit. So let's talk about the difference between hotel apartment and residential apartment. I'm going to give you 8 differences between a hotel apartment and residential apartment. We're going to compare them side by side, the difference between both of them. Number one, hotel apartment is commercial, while residential apartment is residential. So these are two different types of real estate. We are talking about these 2 types of real estate. There are many other types of real estate in Dubai and every other places, but in this video we are focusing on these 2 because these are the most popular types of real estate in Dubai. So hotel is commercial and residential is residential. That's number one. Number two is the regulatory body for the two are also different. For hotel apartment, is regulated by the Department of Tourism and Commercial Marketing. That's the department responsible for hotel, holiday homes, and short-let apartment. That's the body that regulates it. And for residential apartment, is regulated by RERA. It's a body. It's called the Real Estate Regulatory Agency, which is RERA. These are the part of the arm of DL, the Dubai Land Department, that regulates long-term rent, long lease in Dubai. So that's number two. Number three, in ownership control for hotel apartment is limited, because like I mentioned before, you don't really have the control of it, because the hotel, you just buy it and then the control manages it. So the hotel is actually the one controlling it. So you have limited control as an owner. Okay, that's for hotel. For residential, the ownership, you have full control of it. So you can decide to rent it or not to rent. You can decide who to rent, when to rent, how much. So you have full control, right? That's number three. Number four, income. Okay, in number four, for hotel apartment, it is managed. Okay, the hotel I mentioned before, the hotel manages your unit. So the hotel manage, and then you share your income with them. But for residential apartment, you manage yourself and you keep all the income for yourself. Okay, that is number four. Number five, hotel apartment is the lifestyle. When we talk about the lifestyle, it is luxury. Okay, it's designed for luxury. So you have all the parts I mentioned before. You have room service, cleaning, valets, all the concert and all those things. You have it in hotel. For residential, it is designed for home feel. Kind of just look at it like a home. It gives you that home feel of it. That's number five. Number six, the fees. Right? Hotel apartment, you have higher service charge. You have to pay tax and all these things. So basically, you have a higher maintenance fee for hotel apartment as compared to residential apartment. Yeah, that is number seven, number seven. The type of rent. So hotel apartment, as I mentioned, the type of rent or guest or tenant is people who are staying for short stays. All right, it could be tourists, business travelers, basically for short-term rentals. But for residential apartment, it is for long-term stays. It has to be resident or it can be yourself. So this operates under the Ejari, all right, or the RERA Ejari system. So it means that when you rent, you have to register your Ejari, and you can't do this if you're not a resident. So basically, it's for residents, all right. That is for residential apartment. Then number eight is that what the tenant type. The tenant type, as I mentioned just now, is for hotel apartment, it's just tourists or visitors who you can rent it to. So they are short-term stays for only. And for residential apartment, it is for long-term stays. So it has to be a resident, and you have to make a Ejari. So these are the key differences between the hotel apartment and residential apartment. Why is this necessary? Is that a lot of times clients make mistake, they go and buy the wrong property, and later on they start regretting, and they will now start finding a way to either to dispose it or to find, to solve the problem basically. So it's important that you get it right from day one, so that you buy the right property and you enjoy it afterward. Like I mentioned before, this video, if it helps you, you can share this to other people, because some other people might be in the situation where they need this information. Okay, and then also you can subscribe to my channel, and then if you have any questions, you can comment. And by the way, if you're looking for a professional and experienced agent to work with, you can DM me. Let's see how we can work together, if we can be of help to you. And if you have any other question or topic that you want me to discuss in subsequent videos, you can also put it on the comment or send me an inbox. Thank you for watching today, and see you in my next video. Bye-bye.